nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. So these are just some customs I made a while back that I wanted to look at because, I don't know, I was bored one day and I had some extra figures lying around that I had no real plans to do anything with. In fact, most of these were just backups and duplicates. Well, these two were. He's a different story. So, I guess we'll start with, Tap Out here, since that's who this is supposed to be. So yes, this is Tap Out. He was basically just like this cyan, kind of greenish cliff jumper that was released way back in the day. I think he's also appeared in some other recent media. I don't remember, to be honest. But yeah, he's literally just a repainted cliff jumper. There are a few nasty areas that, unfortunately, I could only do so well with, but I guess we'll transform him first, since he's the only one here that I haven't really messed with at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform him first. Before you ask, there was no real particular order on how to start with these. As you can see, there's a lot of empty shell in here that I didn't paint, just because a lot of this was spray paint, so it is what it is. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and fold those in. Pretty much same thing as regular old cliff jumper, just painted differently. I just realized I don't have any Autobot stickers for him. I need to get an Autobot symbol. I need to just buy a surplus of like Autobot symbols and stickers and stuff, just so I can, whenever I do customs, I can, you know, or figures that just don't have them, that I can just stick them onto. So, yeah. This one's probably the least exciting. It's literally just green cliff jumper. Although, to be honest, he's probably not much more exciting either, because it's literally just Mirage. But we'll get to him in a second. So yeah, just flip all that out. Yeah, there's a lot of red that I left over just because, I mean, it's mostly hidden in robot mode anyway. So I just didn't see much reason to go through that much extra effort to cover it up. I mean, I could have, but like I said, I mean, these customs are just something I throw together for fun, and they're just something I do quick on the spot. I mean, they do take time, of course. I mean, obviously, I gotta let the paint dry and all that. Before you ask why there's two shades of green, some of it was hand painted, and then some of it was spray paint. So naturally, the paints that I used didn't quite match. In fact, I wish I just hand painted the whole thing and then just cleared over it, because I feel like the paint that I used by hand was a lot shinier and nicer looking. Let's go and leave that up real quick. Yeah, one trick I found to this particular mold, if you leave the windshield up first, it makes the transformation a lot easier, because then the only thing you have to do, I say that and then it's giving me trouble. I just jinxed myself. That's nice. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You're making a fool out of me. There we go. But yeah, I normally leave the windshield up first, and then that's the last thing I put down. Go ahead and actually fold that tab in. Plug these into his... Oh man, those are really tight in there. Oh, wow. Okay. Again, they'll probably repaint Cliff Jumper down the line in the more accurate color. This is just the only green I had available. It's more of a cyan color in his actual depictions, but like I said, I mean, this is all I had available, so it's whatever. It's nice. It does the job. This Mirage is an interesting story. This is actually the Netflix version when you have that Decepticon disguise, and I really had no use for it. And because the regular version had clear plastic in a lot of places, it made me a little paranoid. So I decided to make this custom version that I can mess with whenever I don't want to handle the regular one, so that I don't put more mileage on that one. So again, nothing really different here. Just I just repainted him in his original colors. Again, see if I can remember how to transform. This is not Superman. Yeah, I haven't touched this mold in God knows how long. So, apologies if I'm a little rusty. I'll probably edit most of this out anyway. Before you ask why the paint looks so chalky, I don't know what happened. I think it was just the type of paint that I was using. If I can get this to work. There we go. Yeah, sorry if I'm sucking ass at this. I just haven't transformed this mold in so long. Huh, that's weird. Now where do I go from here? Okay, sorry about it. I had it right. I just got confused. He has no Autobot symbols. Again, I really need to invest in some stickers whenever I do these customs, or any figures that I own that just need them. Wait, okay, I think we got it. And then this just... Alright, it took me a minute to remember how to do this, but that's because I also haven't touched the mold in so long. Oh man, that paint really stiffens things up. Oh man, that's not happening. Alright, whatever, we'll just have to tab that in some other way, because that's not going to happen. And my dad's screaming in the other room about something. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it doesn't sound good. Whatever, you get the point. That's his F1 race car mode. I probably need to clean that up a little better, but... yeah, there it is. He does roll fairly well. Just, obviously the paint added some layers to it. But Mirage, out of all these, actually rolls the best, which is funny, because I remember he was the hardest to paint. Because, you know, of all the multiple layers of blue and whatnot. I probably should paint that cockpit in, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know. It's whatever. But anyway, there's Mirage, who actually still functions to a degree. This one's an interesting story. This is based on a car from a video game. It was a game called Crash Day from 2006. And there was a car in that game called The Judge, or I don't remember the whole name. I'll probably put it on screen. And it was based on a Lamborghini Countach of some kind. And it came in the first mission of the game of the career mode. It came in this blue color with orange stripes. Now, obviously, these are copper, but I mean, I'm kind of working with what I got here. And if you upgrade the car to a certain degree, like, I don't remember how it goes in the game because I haven't touched it in a while. But basically, when you would brake, the brake lights would show this custom LED sort of style little text board, and well, you can pretty much read what it says right there. I obviously couldn't do that on the figure because it's a little too small, and there's really nowhere to put that little brake light thing. Anyway, this is clearly Combiner Wars Breakdown. So I had an extra one that was actually salvaged because the spoiler was originally silver, because I salvaged it from a Sunstreaker that I had a long time ago. And that wheel is still really stiff, but let's just transform real quick. This one was the biggest pain because the blue paint just was not cooperating that day. In fact, some of it's still kind of coming off in some areas because I guess the primer I used or whatever just was not that good that day. Or actually, no, that was the issue. I didn't primer these. I just straight up painted them. I should have used a primer before painting them, but I didn't plan ahead that far. But anyway, there's the bottom. Not much color on him so far. If he does resemble any existing character, please let me know so I could give this custom a name, because right now it's completely unnamed. So as of right now, this is kind of my own original character. Unless somebody knows of a character that looks like this that is a Lamborghini style sports car and is blue and copper. There you go. Yeah, some areas are left a little unpainted. Again, my customs are by no means perfect. They're really shoddy, but I mean, I like them just because, you know, they're fun, and, you know, I like having my little gang of misfit figures that don't really have a spot other than just to exist with each other. So I think this is, what, my 5th custom? Because I did 2 more before these 3, but one of them was just a simple recolor, and then the other one was a complete redo of Acid Storm, but I used a Coronation Starscream to make him. Speaking of those misfits, here's my Wand God Midnight Blue Streak. This one's really simple. I just paint. I've already done a video on it, but literally I just color match the hood and then painted it's supposed to be for the car from the anime, Wand God Midnight, if you're familiar with that. Here's my Cliff Jumper that I also did a video on, but it's actually supposed to be tailgate. Some of the areas kind of got scratched off a bit. I think I just made it worse. Oh, I think. Yeah, oh well. I'm not going to mess with it too much. And then, there's my Acid Storm custom. Yeah, this one's obviously inspired by the car from Vanishing Point. But anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to show off these 3 figures that I made. So here, let's get all the old ones over here on this side. Put Acid Storm over here. And then there's Tap Out. There's recolored. Man, that head is really... Funny story about that head. While we're still here. Ugh. That head was actually broken because I got this figure on clearance because he was damaged, and the ball joint was completely broken off. So what I did is I just drilled it out with a drill, and then I just stuck a screw where the ball joint was, and now I can just unscrew his head if I wanted to. So it still functions, just doesn't have the same range as a ball joint. But yes, I can literally unscrew Mirage's head, which is funny. I don't know, it's sadistic but funny. Anyway, that's all I got, so you all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!